The one difference maybe to Europe against here is the farms are much bigger, it's much more space, and so you have all sorts of plants growing in a place like this. You have wetlands, you have little river systems coming through, and when you regarding that biodiversity has a big importance in the farming practice, then this is definitely a place to farm. You know, the terroir term is a French term, and the French would translate it in a way that it's all combination of different things who play in. So you have the soil, but then you have the wind direction, the temperature, the sunlight. You have the human beings involved who take all the decision, what happens from the planting point of view, row direction, how you manage your canopy. And we try to get out the best of the terroir. And when all these elements play out, then the winemaking part becomes incredible fun to make afterwards wine out of this kind of quality grapes. And that's pretty much what excites me the most. I want to creating wine who have this freshness, this elegance. They have to be precise, they have to be pure, and they should reflect the place.
Basically everything we do, we try to do it more nature friendly. It doesn't help we just farm for now and for ourselves. We need to look after the next generations and the generation thereafter, so for us it's very important. You have the same vine, you have the same rootstock, the same clone, but 10 meters further it's totally different. And that's why it's so exciting. It's very rewarding when you pick the grapes and you taste that first wine from that specific grapes or block. You think back of the last 9 months and then you know this is the end product and you can really be proud.
I think that Pinot Noir and Chardonnay are the most elegant expressions of the wines that we make at Creation, and I think those two wines are so terroir expressive that it was a natural choice for them to be our flagship wines. And I think the wines that we make here, in general in the Hemel en Aarde Valley and Creation specifically, it's a very precise, very elegant, very understated style of wine. It's much more about the ethereal component and the finesse than about being heavy and weighty, and I think it's a very beautiful stylistic expression of that cultivar. We believe in the soil, we believe in the site that we have, and we've got the lucky responsibility as winemakers to try and give the purest reflection of that in the wines that we end up putting in the bottle. The cool nights, I think, is what sets us apart in a big way from most of the other winemaking areas in South Africa, because our daytime temperatures are relatively regulated by the ocean, by the mountain behind us, which helps to keep the days relatively moderate, but the nights always cool down, and that's what really locks in the quality on especially cultivars like Pinot Noir and Chardonnay.
As I had a very exciting journey for planting to bringing these vineyards up to maybe 30-35 years, it is most probably the next generation who will reach the full benefit to having old wines, to make these super high-end quality wines out of the best plants you can imagine. And it would be most probably the most rewarding thing for us to hand it over and then see the legacy going on.